All right. How do we prove that the guitar is a 5-string instrument and not a 6-string instrument? Okay. Well, if we know our circle of fifths, B, G, C, F, and then it's just B, G again, okay, lowercase, right? No sharps, all flats. Our flats are done with lowercase. Our white keys on the piano are done with uppercase, okay? We know that the guitar is open tuned in E, A, D, G, B, E, okay? This is our starting point, B, E. We know that C and F follow B and E, all right? So F has to go over here, okay? Now, chronologically, we have A flat, A, B flat, B, C, D flat, D, E flat, E, F, G flat, G, back to A flat, and start over. Okay, so next here would be B flat. Well, we just want all the white keys, so B, E, A, D. This string drops down. Okay, and that's basically how the guitar is formed. So we have to drop this string down. D, G, same over here, G, C, F, following, okay? Then B, drop down, A, D, G, C, F, drop down, right? Same over here, okay? Drop down, C, C, F. Then we got to skip space, right? B, E, drop down, D, D, G, C, F. Then we're back to our start. Okay, E, A, D, G, B, E, C, F. Okay, so there's our guitar. So that's a way we can write it out really quick and not have to know exactly where everything's at. Okay, what we have to understand is that this here drops down. Okay, so we can get rid of either string. Okay, and we focus on these fives, or we get rid of this string and we focus on these five. So how do we prove this? All right, we can see here, we can break it apart. Okay, we can see how our circle of fifths runs down, right? So how do we prove this? That it's a 5-string guitar. Well, let's deal with chronological. Okay, our white black key, right, on the piano. Okay, here's our piano. Okay, here's our chronological going down like a fretboard. Okay, just like we have here. Okay, it all depends on our starting point. There's A flat, right? Okay, so if we do 1 chronological on 1 string, we go all the way up the string. Okay, if we do 5, okay, let's do 5 sequential notes, right? We stay in the same spot, but remember, these two drop down. So when we run it, we have to drop this down, okay? If we do 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, our next one's E, we drop down a fret, okay? Now, if we do 3, 1, 2, 3, our next one is E flat, we drop down here, we drop down 2 steps, okay? If we do 2, 1, 2, we got to drop down 3 frets, okay? 1, 2, 3 frets, and then we can do 2, and then we drop 3 frets, we do 2, we drop 3 frets, and we do 2. All right. Now, if we were to do, let's say 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we got to go up a fret. Okay. If we do 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we got to come up 2 frets. So how does this work out? Okay. Well, we have 5 strings on the guitar, not 6. Think of it this way, it'll help you find any note without knowing the notes, all right? This is all about math at this point. This is hitting the books, right? So if we have 5 and we want to do 5 notes of string, we're not going anywhere, okay? We're not going anywhere. We're following the way the guitar is shaped, right? Which is cross, and the last 2 are down, right? So we can prove that right there. Okay, now if we do 4, we got to drop down a fret, right? So 5 minus 4 is 1. We drop down 1 fret. If we do 3, 5 minus 3 is 2. We got to drop down 2 frets, right? What did we do on 3? We had to drop down 2. Okay, if we do 2 notes per string, then we got to drop down 3 frets. Okay, now if we go 6, 5 minus 6 is -1, we got to move up. Okay, so we got to do the opposite of what our math tells us. If we're going to do 7 notes to a string, then we got to slide up 2. Okay, so here's 7, we got to go up 1 fret, 2 fret. That's our starting point. Okay, we end on D flat. Our next one is D, 1 fret, 2 fret. That's our starting point. Okay, so if we do 8 notes, we got to go up 3 frets. If we do 9 notes a string, we got to go up 4 frets. If we do 10 notes a string, we got to go up 5 frets. Well, if we do 10 notes a string, that puts us right back to our starting point. Okay, so this, if you can think of the guitar as a 5-string instrument and not a 6, you can do the math depending on how many notes you want to play on your string, sequential, chronologically, okay, like a piano. So if you're having trouble finding your next note, you could start at C, you could run this. If you don't find it here, you could run 4, okay, and then that'll bring you back this way. 3 brings you more, 2 brings you even more. We go 6, we start coming up this way. So it's a way to find your notes without knowing your notes, right? And if you learn that this is how the guitar is shaped, and you learn your bead GCF, that's really all you need to know is these right here, okay? And then we repeat part of it, but in lowercase. All right, so that makes it a lot simpler to know your notes. It makes it a lot easier to learn your fretboard. And by knowing that it's a 5-string guitar, it makes it a lot easier to find the note that we want without actually knowing the notes. So that right there, in my opinion, is how we can prove mathematically that the guitar is a 5-string guitar, not a 6-string guitar. Peace, love, stay strong, rock on.